Malaysia
attracting
meeting.
12,000 delegates with 20,000 security personnel, bringing large parts of Kuala Lumpur to a standstill. And all for what many of its critics argue is little more than a convivial talk shop.
A talk shop is not a bad thing too, you know. I mean, a talk shop is better than a fight shop, right? So, ASEAN does a lot of talking, you're right. We have about over 1,000 meetings a year. The problem, I think, ASEAN, you know, Southeast Asian, we don't like to talk about difficult things, we all like to talk about nice things, you know. So, the opening...
Former diplomat Elango Kadapanan is among those calling for the organisation to have more power when it comes to resolving regional challenges and conflicts. ASEAN's troubles, according to many, start with its founding principles of consensus and non-interference, which often seem to translate into inaction. And in recent years, that's been especially true in its dealings with Myanmar. Repeated calls for a ceasefire in the civil war that began with the military coup in 2021 have gone unheeded, including at last year's ASEAN summit attended by the UN Secretary General.
Myanmar remains an increasingly complex path. Violence is growing, humanitarian situation is spiraling.
And that follows the apparent failure to effectively punish Myanmar for its 2017 crackdown on the largely Muslim Rohingya population that resulted in nearly 1 million people being displaced. But commentators argue there are signs of change.
So ASEAN, even if you take the longer picture, bigger picture, it actually has made some strides, because today is possible to talk about Myanmar, which 15 years ago would have been absolutely impossible.
One of the highlights of this meeting will be the signing of a peace agreement between Thailand and Cambodia, ending recent border confrontations. US President Donald Trump, who is attending the summit, has claimed it as a personal achievement. In reality, the deal was coordinated by ASEAN members led by Malaysia, doing a lot of talking behind the scenes. Rob